Hey, Geekscapists, welcome to our brand new Geekscape podcast. I'm Jonathan London, your host. If this is your first Geekscape, strap yourselves in for some pop culture talk. I love talking stories, movies, video games, comic books are like my favorite. If you guys think that out of movies, video games, comic books, music, all the things that I have here on Geekscape that I have guests for the last 20 years, all those storytelling mediums, if you're like, Jonathan, what's your favorite? It's comic books. I love comic books, and I want to tell you guys that we have a brand new comic book coming out. It's going to hit Kickstarter in about a week or two. I got to finalize the freaking campaign, but I've started promoting it. You guys helped me achieve that crowdfund in 4 days for Hear the Prophecy Book 1. Book 2 is better, and that's launching here in a little bit. So please, go to hearoftheprophecy.com, check out that Kickstarter, do the pre-launch page. That's what I'm asking you to do. Do the pre-launch page, and you'll know when it starts. There's just so much stuff happening, and it's tough. So I would really appreciate that. Want to shout out everybody who's watching this on Spotify video. That was an experiment. That was something that they released. I didn't know if it would work. It works very well. So those of you watching on Spotify video, that is like that streaming, that's now like my favorite way to listen and watch Geekscape. So please, if you're going to share Geekscape with others, do that Spotify link. It's really cool. I sweeten it with a little bit of editing, put it up, and I'm loving it. So you might be able to hear Ophelia in the background, by the way. That's just what's going to happen. All right. We're going to talk a bit about Drew Struzan, who died. I think I met Drew Struzan. I met Drew Struzan at Comic-Con years ago through my friend Mark Zickery. That hit pretty bad. Diane Keaton died. There's a lot of news, and of course, New York Comic-Con. But we're not going to do it on this episode too much. We'll talk Drew Struzan because I've got, I think, a filmmaker who will love to talk Drew Struzan. But my friend Alejandro Montoya Marin is here. He's got this movie. It's out today called The Unexpecteds. Speaking of unexpected, I didn't know what to expect of this movie. I get a call from a friend of mine. He's been on the show, Joel Gonzalez, and he was like, Jonathan, you want to go to a premiere? It's this movie. Kevin Smith is executive produced, and they're having a premiere. I'd never heard of this movie. He said, I think you're going to love it. When somebody says you think you're going to love it, how do you guys react? Like, usually you're like, I don't know, man. Do you know me? Do you know me? I've known Joel for 2 years. You really think I'm going to know? Okay, let's check this out. Yeah, I can always do a premiere. I always, because usually they have free popcorn. So I drive over the hill. I make it to this premiere, and Joel's not even there yet. I save him a seat, and I'm sitting with my popcorn. I see a couple friends there. It was awesome. And then this movie starts, and it's got energy. It's a heist comedy. It's got Matt Walsh in it. We love him. And I had to, midway through the movie, I had to use the restroom. I step out. Kevin Smith is there about to do an interview with our good friend Tyrone Tan. You guys have seen him. And I go, Kevin, this movie freaking rips. It's just got an energy. It's got this indie energy. It's a lot of fun. It's just got heart. It's a really, really cool movie. And those are the kind of movies I like having on Geekscape. And so Kevin was like, yeah, dude, this movie plays. And I think that's the right way to say it. It played Smodcastle Cinemas. It played festivals around the country, and then Kevin decided to executive produce this thing and distribute it, and it is on your VOD. I think today you can watch this thing on streaming, and I welcome anybody who's listening to my words right now to do so. We got Alejandro here to talk about the making of the movie, and I got so many questions, so let's get going with Geekscape. All right, Geekscapists, I'm here to talk about The Unexpecteds. It's on VOD. I'm going to get a clarification on that from Alejandro. But you guys can watch this movie now. And I know y'all love Kevin Smith. He was one of my first podcast guests way back in 2006. I was his first podcast, and we talk about that when we see each other. And we trust in Kevin. We had Chasing Amy filmmaker. We had that on the show last year. That was a beautiful documentary. And now we've got Alejandro here. So let me bring him in and let's talk the unexpecteds. Alejandro, this movie.
How are you?
I'm good, dude. I'm a little sick. I've had like a cold. Ophelia was sick for like a week. And then it's one of those things where like the daycare gets her sick, and then like you get sick, and it's just like enough. It's like it drives you crazy, but it's one of the things of having a kid is like, do you have kids?
I do not.
Dude,
I have 3 movies. Those are my kids.
Yeah, Tony Fleece is a comic book creator, and he goes, "My house is my kid." He has a house over in Van Nuys, and Tony, he's I don't think we can talk about the comics he's a part of. In New York Comic Con had like a huge DC's kicking ass. I don't know if you're a comic book person, but DC's doing great, and they announced like a giant new line of DC comics, and all the creators are going to do it. That are going to do those books, but they didn't say which creators are doing which. I know which one Tony's doing because we're friends, and I saw him in the airport reading through a giant tome of back issues to, kind of bone up on the character. But I'm excited for that. And then he's got I think he's got an X-Men book coming up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Tony's somebody who we cheer for. But yeah, that was what he said. I was like, yeah, dude, I love my daughter. He's like, my house is my daughter. And your films, reading about you, I thought, because filmmakers will bust their ass and nothing happens. You know what I'm saying? Like filmmakers will bust their ass and nothing will happen.
I've been there many years.
That is the life for us.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can squeeze out a short, right? And you had a short that you then adapted into a film. I believe you did that as part of Robert Rodriguez's Rebel Without a Cause show on El Rey. Was that on El Rey?
Yes, Rebel Without a Crew.
Rebel Without a Crew. Yeah, based on his book. He was like, you know what? I did the movie in 2 weeks for $7,000. I'm going to have you guys suffer through it as well. And you pulled it off. And it played festivals. I thought that was the thing you did before the Unexpecteds, but you squeeze another 1 or 2 films in between that one and Unexpecteds, which is masochistic. Just like it's a testament to your work ethic, is what it is, dude.
I'm gonna die young.
How prolific are you? Well, let's talk. Like you grew up in Laredo, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then you lived in Mexico. And what I thought was super interesting, because there's always that allure, and my mother lives in Santa Fe, and I love New Mexico. You lived in New Mexico for a while. Yeah, and people are like, oh, the industries are coming. The industries there. Amazon's building studios, this and that. What was your path like that stuff? What was your decision to not leave Mexico and go to LA? You left Mexico and went to Albuquerque.
I don't come for money, homie. Yeah. It's kind of like the end goal is getting there, kind of like Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
I had to leave Mexico because at that time there was no industry. It was dead. And I was studying marketing, and I didn't feel like, going out, having fun and drinking did so much that I'm like, I'm getting tired of just drinking and saying I'm going to do something. I want to go do it.
Yeah. Well, you went in overdrive on that one.
Oh, fuck yeah. I don't know how much time I got.
Right.
So I got close and close and close, and I opened a video store. In
Mexico?
Yeah, and the video store was called Quick Stop, like Kevin Smith's.
That's hilarious.
And then we moved in front of the university of El Tec de Monterrey.
It's a great placement.
Yeah, it was because I was like, well, we could sell like foreign films and indie films to foreigners.
Yeah.
And then next door there was a go study in Canada, go study abroad.
Kevin went to film school abroad.
That's why I went, and I go, you guys have any good film schools in Canada? And they're like, yeah. So they gave me options. I go, Kevin Smith that went to this school. So I applied, I got in, and I went to Canada.
Okay, that film school specifically, do you know who else went there? Ronnie Chang on The Daily Show.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I didn't know this until I was producing a podcast for one of the Daily Show producers, and Ronnie was the guest. And he's like, Jonathan London. I never met Ronnie Chiang in my life.
Yeah.
He goes, dude, I used to listen to you in film school. That's how old I am. The year that like Kevin was on the show, so that may have been why he started listening. But Ronnie Chiang went to that school, and I think he had a similar thing. Like Kevin Smith went to this school. I'm going to go to that school, but I didn't know that little factoid until like 3 years ago when Ronnie told me.
Yeah.
I used to
Hey,
listen
man,
to
he's
you
inspired.
15 years ago.
He's inspired a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, myself included. I've told the story a lot. Obviously, we've had him on the show, Brian Halloran, a million people in that universe, and it was great to see Kevin at your premiere. But when he first sent me an email being like, "Hey, what is this?" Like you're talking about Clerks 2. That's how long ago it was. He's like, "What is this thing? This podcast thing?" And I said, "Oh, no, I'll tell you what I did. I wrote, 'Fuck you, you're not Kevin Smith,' and I responded to that email." Because I didn't believe that like this guy was like, Kevin Smith had sent me an email. They're like, "Hey, what is this?" He wrote back with a link to his View Askew boards back in the day. Those old View Askew website that I'm sure you and I frequented at the same time.
Yeah.
And he made a page, like a specific page, and all it said was, "Hey, Jonathan, it's me, Kevin," with his signature and everything. He's like, "When am I coming on your show?" And I was like, "Ooh, how's next week?" And he was great. We went to the View Askew offices. They were off of La Brea at the time. They ended up becoming the Nerdist offices early on in Chris Hardwick. I went to talk to Chris Hardwick, and I said, "Chris, you know this is like what used to be the View Askew offices." And he's like, "No, I had no idea it was." And so anyway, long story short, he walks in. I walk in. I come there and I explain like, "Hey, you got to create a WAV file and MP3. Back in the day, you had to host it somewhere, point an RSS feed at it." And Kevin just goes, "I don't have to go to colleges anymore to try and sell my films," because he was like four-walling his movies to like, he had like a road show, and the road show's cool. He probably, he still does kind of some road show stuff. He loves to do cons, but he's like, "Dude, I'm just going to do the podcast thing from now on." And that was the beginning of it. Isn't that cool? Crazy. Yeah. So now when I see him, I'm like, "Dude, how's the podcasting?" I know how to podcast.
Look how long he's been on that.
He's been rocking it. He's been on it 6 months less than me. We should quit like, I mean, not that Mark Maron quit, but like we should give it up like Mark Maron did and do something. But like, you're doing something else, man. Like this Unexpected movie. Okay, first, I have so many questions, Alejandro. Let me organize my thoughts. Let's talk about that first short film, because you're sitting there and you're in Vancouver. Did you graduate film school? Did you stick with it, or you're like, nah, F this, something else is calling me, as some film school students do?
No, I graduated. Mm-hmm. I had a great time in film school. I made a bunch of friends and I took advantage of it, and I really seized I did the experience, and when I didn't have money, I worked as an illegal as mm-hmm. a mover. And it was a lot of fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, film school was fun. And I think the reality of it, because I did the other thing, I was like, I'm going to move to LA and I'm going to start PAing, and I should have gone to Albuquerque. And you just like hit a brick wall, because film school is fun. It's prolific, and people want to help you out when you're in film school. They're like, does that make sense? Like people are like, "Oh, you're a film student. I want to help you out." I remember some of the post houses when I was working as a PA out here driving deliveries. So the post houses would give you their short ends, from the TV shows, like these 16mm short ends. You can take them, respool them, splice them, and you shoot music videos on them on the weekend. So a lot of early music videos were shot on those short ends that were just given to me.
Yeah.
And obviously like Photochem. Yeah, and Photochem would give you a deal because, and then you start to see the gauges disappear. I think some of my early films were like shot on those short ends that were given to me because somebody at, some post house did it. But talk to me about that first short that you then adapted into a feature as part of Robert's program.
Monday was a short film that we made. I had done one short film that did really well. We went to cons with it, called Lo-Fi.
Holy crap, that's not bad.
That was great. That was an awesome experience. And we came back, and I remember someone told me, "So are you going to be the rom-com guy?" And I said, "Fuck that."
I'm not going to be the anything guy.
Exactly. I'm gonna do
Right.
whatever I want. So I made Monday the short film, and it's like After Hours meets like Pineapple Express, I guess, and it's
Sure.
just about a guy called Monday, and it's about a guy who has to go through the worst case of the Mondays, and it's all takes place from the moment he wakes up till midnight.
Just the worst fucking day of his life.
Exactly, and we had a blast with it. And then when we had the chance to actually look how cool this is, dude. How do I send you a?
Shoot me whatever you want. Like email it to me or something. I'll bring it up as a screen share or something.
How do
That's
I
what
do
you want to do?
the chat?
Oh yeah, look over on the side. You can see private chat. Drop the link in there, dude.
But I'm trying to put like a picture and it won't do it.
It's got to be hosted somewhere.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna. It's so funny. I'm talking about this, and there's
email it to me and I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
So no, like we did the short film, and it did really well. It's the only project of mine that got a standing ovation in one of the screenings. So I was like,
holy
whoa,
shit. And that's the short.
That's dope. And it's a short film, and people fucking loved it. It was so much fun. We shot it for like 10 grand. So when the opportunity to appear on Robert's thing, I was in Europe doing a couple of commercials that are like on my YouTube page for FI, which is like a soccer hack company. And I had to write the Monday script, the feature film script, in like 4 days.
Oh shit.
So
in 4 days?
4 days. So I said, I have to come up with a story idea. Well, I got Monday, just stretch it.
I think that's the way it goes. And like, I actually have a Robert Rodriguez story about that. My senior year in undergrad, I did a little bit of journalism, still do a little bit of journalism. Went to undergrad for radio, which this is kind of like the extension of that itch that I like to scratch. Is I love talking to fellow storytellers, love it. And I remember early on going to interview Robert, and this is around the time that Spy Kids, it was Spy Kids 1. And the whole thing with Robert on Spy Kids 1 was his previs. He was all about the previs, right? He had this CGI previs where you would see like the sequences and stuff like that, and it would save a lot of time on set because the film was already cut. Basically, you just had to replace the CGI previs with the live action stuff, and it saves money and time. And I remember sitting in that hotel room talking to Robert, and I was like, and he had this deal with Miramax at the time where he had done The Faculty, which I love, but it wasn't his movie, right? That one came out of like the screen craze and like Kevin Williamson and all that stuff. He wanted to do Spy Kids because that was a lot like his shorts that he would make with his sister.
Yeah.
And he got Miramax to say, hey, we want to make 3 or 4 movies with you or something like that, but The Faculty has to be first. And he's like, grumble, right? Like, fuck, I want to do Spy Kids. I want to do Spy Kids, and I want to do the sequel to Desperado.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico. And and I remember he finally did The Faculty. I love Faculty. And then he had that first Spy Kids, and he's doing interviews for Spy Kids. That's where I met him. And later that summer, he had the window to shoot Once Upon a Time in Mexico. And he pulled a fucking Alejandro. I was like, what's that one about? He goes, I don't know, I better write it. It was like he wrote it fast. He ripped it. So that's like one of those stories.
Sometimes you gotta take opportunities, man.
I think that, in all honesty, people take too long with stuff sometimes, and they let the bad ideas creep in, or you cook it too long. It overdips the Oreo and it turns soggy and falls apart, right? Like what I love about the unexpecteds, and I'm guessing this is inherent to other movies, is it's got an energy to it. Here's a shot from Monday, right? Like it's got like an energy to it. The movie just rips. And
have you seen that movie?
I haven't seen anything but Unexpecteds. Like Unexpecteds made me a fan.
iTunes. It's like $1. You should go check it out.
All right. But the whole point of it, which one? The short or the one you made for Robert?
No, the one that I made for Robert.
Without a Crew.
It's like 60 minutes or like 40. It's 50 minutes. But wait, remember, I shot it by myself. Well, I had a +1, but that's it. We didn't have no crew.
Talk to me
there's
about that
some
one.
shots that are out of focus. It's not.
What'd you shoot it
It's
on?
not the best shot
I
film.
don't care. I don't care. It's probably how it's an energy. What'd you shoot it on? Like a Bolex or shoot it digital?
No, a Canon C300.
Okay. And maybe you have somebody like doing like a rough swing for you, right? Or holding like a sound thing, right?
Oh,
or you're
dude,
holding
yeah.
sound.
Like I had to operate the camera
Mm-hmm.
and direct. And then
Mm-hmm.
one of my actors could help me when he acted in the movie that day. So he would help me AD and we would figure it out. And then my +1 was my DP and sound booth.
But that's the way to do it.
Plus, I mean, it was, but I'm too old now, man. I can't. My back would be killing me.
Right, but if you're doing music videos like that,
Yeah.
I kind of like that. In all honesty, like if a music video gets, I like music videos that are posh, and that's been fun to do. But I like them just as much as videos where I'm like, no, it's me and a DP, and we're like stealing everything and we're running. You know what I mean? And actors need to change into costume as we're just running around Burbank or something, or like we're running around Hollywood and we're just shooting music videos. Like I like those as much as holy shit, what is it at craft service? I might like it more because you're actually losing weight on those music videos.
I like
crafty. I'll gain 15 pounds.
As long as the concept's cool, I like having fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Monday the feature comes out.
Yeah.
And Robert backs it, right? Like Robert probably has like a whole press thing. This came out of his TV show. There were two other filmmakers that were part of that program.
No, there was 5 of us.
5 of you. So you got to like, did they all ended up making their film, right? Was it a competition show?
No, it was just a documentary.
Uh-huh.
You should check out the show. I think it's, I recommend it to a lot of that. If you're a fan of indie film, even students should watch it because you're seeing 5 different filmmakers that make 5 different films, 5 different genres, and there's 5 different ways of approaching shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a perfect. It's like Project Greenlight without them giving us like $6 million to. Jesus Christ.
Well, Project Greenlight. When I first moved to LA, this is fucking turning into a show about me, dude. It sucks. I gotta keep throwing the questions to you. We're just getting to know each other, though. Is the thing. Like I saw you for like 2 minutes.
I'm chilling, dude.
I saw you for 2 minutes with Joel. So you know those kids who delay your movie and they say, I'm so and so with a Coca-Cola short, and this is my movie.
Oh yeah,
stuff. I was one of those kids.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome, dude. Congratulations.
Thanks. And that year, it was part of Project Greenlight. So I go to the Hollywood Roosevelt with the other filmmakers involved, and here come Matt and Ben. Where did you just like blank your camera so you can smoke up?
Yeah.
You can show it's the internet, dude. I think it's okay. I don't think they're gonna kick me off of channels for that.
My mom
didn't Elon Musk do that?
Smoke while you were on an interview.
It's fine.
Oh, dude, my mom still tells me, tuck in your shirt. Please pull up your pants. You look like you just shat yourself.
She's Mexican or white?
Sí, no, Mexicana.
Okay. Yeah, my mother's Mexican. My dad's from the Panhandle of Texas, so I'm a Texican.
I was born in Texas, dude.
Dude,
yeah, you should go check out that show, man. And also, you could check because you can also discover other filmmakers.
Yeah, no, I mean, I liked you. I walk in, Joel invites me. Sometimes, no offense to indies, sometimes you go to these premieres. All you have to do for a premiere is rent a theater and throw up a step and repeat, and you get like 1,000 people there like wanting to get their headshots taken so they can put them on Getty and share them on their Instagrams the next day. You know how the hustle is. But Joel sold me on it. He's like, I love this kid. I've seen the movie 3 times. I think you like it. And I was like, cool. Let me go take a look. And sped over the hill. I made it. And just off the bat, dude, this movie, Geekscape, this movie is about a group of people who watch a YouTube show. Like, think like people who remember the short about people who had invested in GameStop. Remember the GameStop stuff, guys?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So there's a YouTuber in your movie The Unexpected who's like hyping people up to buy like a crypto or buy this coin or buy this stuff, buy into it. kind of like the whole GameStop thing, where there was a guy online who was like, "Hey, you're gonna want to do this. You want to go buy GameStop. You're gonna want to do this," and then it blows up. But really, it's a Ponzi scheme. And you open the movie, and Matt Walsh and the other characters in the movie are excited to hear this huge announcement to get together in a basement. And basically, the guy gets online and says, "I took your fucking money." So your college fund, your retirement, your this, that, like it's gone.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck that. We're going to go pull a heist and we're going to get our money back. And so Geekscape it is a heist movie. And from the start, it is funny. It's got that indie energy. The performances are great. And I just thought the movie ripped, dude. I think everybody listening to this should watch this movie. Tell me about Monday. How did Monday do as a feature? You got Robert backing it. It's a thing. Talk to me about it as a feature. Like it played some festivals, played South by.
Dude, it opened at South by 2018. One of my favorite days of my life. Wow. My parents came over. My friends came over. I'm very lucky, man. I have really good friends, and they were very supportive, and people dug the movie, and the actors were not disappointed with the quality because, goddamn, you're not just trying to make a good movie, but you're also trying to represent. You're the Mexican male of the thing. You have to rep, and yeah, I think my cast and my team did really well, and I was very happy. That was dope.
So, what comes out of Monday the feature?
I think, the older you get, you start realizing that what your expectations are to go and drop them.
You're not that old, dude. I don't want to hear you say that.
I'm
46. I don't want to hear you say it again. Don't say.
I'm 43. I'm like 3 years younger than you.
I don't want to hear you say that you're old. I don't want to hear you say that you're old.
Okay.
I don't want to hear you say that again. You hear me? As your spiritual coach.
You youngling.
Listen, as your spiritual coach, I don't want to hear you say that again. All right. No, right. It's fine. We feel my back is wrecked, but whatever. It's because I have a sick daughter and then I got sick. That's the way it works. So you come out of Monday.
Yeah. And you wanted I wanted the Boondock Saints treatment. And there were so many things. I hope this lady one day hears this. We had an epic screening, man. But I mean, New York. Sorry, my hair is such a mess. We went to New York, homie.
Speaking of being old, at least you have some, dude. I got like a sunroof growing on top.
And me too. I've lost a lot of hair this year, homie.
Yeah.
It's not only that, like out of nowhere, my hair just like, I'm just gonna start becoming straight.
Peace out. I'm gonna peace out on you.
Yeah, it's just people.
I'm gonna have like James Gunn's white hair in like a little bit.
Oh, I love it. If I could cover it all white, I'm not gonna dye it.
Nah. Yeah. He looks great. Great.
Well, my insecurity is not that low. Like I don't need.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? You know what I mean? Like fucking go to Turkey and get your shit filled in. Like, what are you gonna do about it?
If I go full bald, I'll try that. But then if it doesn't look good, shave it off. Fuck it.
Right. Exactly. And like there was a dude who used to construct the Legendary booth by us in Comic-Con because we have a booth every year and we were by Legendary, and one of the Mexican Teamsters was like, "Oye, pendejo, just you're just trying to get me to shave my head." And I was like, "Nah, I think I'll just wear a hat from now." Fuck off. What happens with talk about this lady? Talk about Monday the feature. Like, you think that you're gonna have a Boondock Saints moment? You're too nice to have a Boondock Saints moment. That filmmaker was nice. He came on Geekscape. He was super nice. But
which one?
The filmmaker who did Boondock Saints.
Came on Troy Duffy.
Troy was nice. We got in a little bit of an altercation, but we smoothed it out and then hung out for an hour. He was super nice. Yeah. I mean, we got in a little heated dispute, but whatever.
I don't know him personally.
I don't really either.
We did a really cool screening in New York, and there was a lady there that was like, "Hey, here's $100,000.
And the last movie was $7,000.
Yeah.
Running in the streets. Okay. So here's $100,000. All right.
Yeah, dude. So that was pretty cool. But then it didn't work out because I wanted to do it right. And I think that some people don't understand that.
That's still tough, dude. $100,000 still
film
tough.
is pivoting.
Yes, you get smacked and then you got to keep you gotta like roll with it. Yeah.
And it's okay, we can get this turns to that, then feed that, wait while that comes out, do this so then that can unite. It's so many things. It's so much like, it's like Risk. It's like playing Monopoly, kind of.
I think Robert's the one who said like you got to be the firefighter and the arsonist at the same time. I think that's actually Robert's quote.
It's very true. That's a great quote.
Yeah.
So, but no, what Monday got me was I had a little bit of notoriety that people can like. I don't know. I mean, you get backed by one of the biggest independent filmmakers ever, and Robert, yeah. And
well, definitely a hero.
He promoted the movie. He tried to get us into Sundance, but it wasn't able to do it. And I was like, whoa, that's when I was like Robert actually reached out to Sundance. I was like, you should check this movie out. And they were like, nope.
How'd you feel?
Was that like shit?
Oh yeah, but dude, that's a pretty lofty height. No offense. Yeah. Like I know you did in Cannes. I know you done this. Some lady sends you $100,000. It wasn't for feet pics though, right? It was for a film.
No, for feet pics.
It's for feet pics. Pour honey on them.
For $100,000, shit. No. You're the crazy one. My feet are horrible. They look like fucking Frodo's feet.
I don't give a shit. They probably look like a Skeksis feet from Dark Crystal. Let's go, $100,000, lady. I'll meet you out back. So which is the one that Monday the feature didn't get into Sundance. That's the one that didn't get into Sundance.
Did not. No, I've never been to.
Fuck it. South by. No offense to Sundance. South by is the real. I love South by.
South by is the shit.
That's my hometown fest. Yeah.
But you know, there's a lot of festivals and more people like La Leaf here in LA. Mm-hmm. A lot of people need to pay attention to that one. They have been nothing but supportive. I won't get ahead. What does Monday do? It allowed me to create my first crowdfunding campaign and raise the funds to create my Y2K movie, Millennium Bugs.
Wait, what happened with the $100,000? Because from the way it was going, I thought that the $100,000 was going to be towards the next movie.
No, that project kaput.
But she didn't spend any of the $100,000, did she?
No, it took too long. She did not like the way. What I was trying to get at from pivoting back and forth is that she just didn't like that everything takes a little bit of time, especially when you don't want to give a lot of money. So she didn't like that. So she thought, oh, it's $100,000. Fuck it. It's like, well, I can't change shit. So what I did was I got tired of waiting for people. So I did a crowdfunding campaign and I raised the funds to make my movie. And we did it. We got the biggest crowdfunding in the state of New Mexico at that time.
What was that movie?
Millennium Bugs. It's on Tubi right now.
And how much did you raise?
We raised $55,000 and that ended up costing $70,000 total.
Okay. That lady throw in another 15 or 20?
No, that lady and I have not spoken since she said no.
Listen, if you're out there,
lady,
we still got feet. Listen, you got.
I don't need to make a movie. Just give me some money for some feet.
You got two options, lady. It's peanut butter or honey. You just choose what you want.
Hang on. Here's a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So people shouldn't send unsolicited dick pics.
No, God no.
But like, what if you send someone like some feet pics? Are they so frowned upon?
It's a fucking block. When I was single, after my divorce, when I was single, there were women who would send me like photos, and I didn't want them. I was like, yo, this is not. I don't think they're sexy.
I've never asked anyone for feet.
I didn't ask. Like you talk to people on the phone and you vibe. Maybe you've been out on a date or something like that, and then you get a text, and suddenly it's like a selfie in front of a bathroom mirror, and I'm like, yo, anything that was sexy, mysterious, like I don't know, it's like that's not sexy to me. It's like it's too freaking in your face, easy. You know what I mean? Like as a filmmaker, you want a DP to be in control of some of the images. Like I was like, dude,
man, I want depth of field.
I want depth of field. I want
contrast.
The lighting to be proper. I want I'm like, yo, your framing sucks. Yeah, I'm mainly paying attention to the grime on your bathtub.
Put it on portrait mode, homie.
Like, I would have loved portrait mode, but at the end of the day, like, it's too much. It's like, I know men are dogs, but some of that stuff still has to be like discoverable. You know what I mean? Like romance, like yeah, I don't know. I'm talking like fucking whatever, but like
Oh,
Heidi and I just had our
it was a joke.
anniversary.
It was just a joke.
We're not setting any feet pics. Okay, so talk about the crowdfund movie,
Oh man,
Millennium one, and what
Millennium Bugs.
Millennium Bugs. You shot that in New Mexico?
We shot that in New Mexico and in Austin, Texas at oh my god, I can't remember the name of the video store.
At it was at Vulcan.
Yes, Vulcan Video in Austin. We shot it there.
Yeah, Vulcan Video, baby.
I love that place.
They had a DVD of my film Gay by Dawn on their shelves for 20 fucking years.
Fuck yeah.
And it was like a burn DVD. It was like one of those DVDs you burn and then you put like a sticker on it.
I know.
And you make your own thing. And they would rent it out. It's a 10-minute short film.
Oh, that's badass, dude. That's a great store.
Dude, Vulcan Video would just rent it out. Loved it. Shooting
there was so magical because you can feel the synergy of the art there, and we would have like it was not easy, but god damn it, to be surrounded by so many films, and every time we had dinner, I would go around and just look at movies and like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna write this one down and watch it later. And that's where I discovered, I didn't know this, that Heat had a version of a movie prior. Like Michael Mann shot a TV version of Heat. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So there it is. Like I was
it's
there.
Crazy.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Yo, yeah, Michael Mann likes doing like, let me try that again, right? Like with Miami Vice, he did like the film. He's like, let me try that again. Let me keep, dude. When John Woo just remade The Killer with rappers. Did you hear about that?
No,
I thought it came out. Like John Woo basically did like a quote unquote urban. He did like a version of like The Killer. It's The Killer.
Did you see it though?
I don't know if it's out. Like, but. Yeah, he just like remade like The Killer is perfect.
Yeah,
The Killer is perfect.
That one. Why not just write a new movie? God damn it!
I don't know, but like I think filmmakers want to like tweak. You know what I mean? Like we want to tweak, but it's that danger, right? If you're not ripping the Band-Aid and just like making it fast,
I feel like that's the reason to support more indie. God damn it, hey dude! If you're gonna do the same thing, you're not even trying anymore. And I love John Woo.
I love John Woo. Did you see? Speaking of New York, I saw this thing at the Sunshine. Did you see Red Cliff?
Yeah, great movie.
I thought John Woo was like, I think he's done because you know his movies here in the States, like, yeah, once you got into 2000, well, post like
it's not one of his
Mission
better
Impossible
films, 2. It was.
I think Red Cliff is fresh.
It's a good film.
It's like a 5-hour epic.
Yeah, no,
it has an intermission, dude. I thought Red Cliff was amazing.
I did not like Wing Talkers.
Right, like his post, like his post face-off stuff. You're like,
face-off is the bomb, dude.
Did you hear this? Do you know that story about Hard Target and Sam Raimi?
Which one?
Okay, so Sam Raimi did Army of Darkness, Quick of the Dead, all this stuff for Universal, right?
Love them.
Love them.
I literally just went to the Beverly to go see Evil Dead 2.
Call me up. We'll go. So. Universal then becomes the first like American studio ever to give this much money to a Chinese national. Like John Woo did, you know, Hard Boiled. They gave him an audition with like Blackjack, the Dolph Lundgren movie, and like people don't like didn't.
I did not like that one.
No, it's not. It was a TV movie. Like Robert Rodriguez has one of those like tryout movies with like Rebel Racers or Ridge Racers, or the one, you know what I mean? Like a studio's like almost gonna, you know, the studio's like, hey, let's just see how you handle this. Let's go. And so now they're gonna give him Hard Target. They're gonna give John Woo Hard Target, but they still have Raimi on the lot. Like he and his producer are making these shows over there too, right? Like they're doing the TV shows. This is right before Xena and Hercules and all that stuff. Yeah. And he tells Sam Raimi, he's like, hey man, go to the Hard Target set and babysit this guy, because no U.S. studio has ever given a Chinese national this much money. And we want to see these dailies. We want you to watch them. And if we don't like what we start seeing and stuff gets a little, you know, and he's doing a method we don't feel comfortable with, we're going to need you to step in and remove him.
Damn.
And Raimi was like, okay, he's got so much business with the studio, he goes. And the dailies start coming back, and it's like, okay, he's like flipping off a car and like kicking people, and he's biting the tail off a snake. But like, I'm at John Woo's coverage is not traditional, and I'm sure it makes people nervous when you're in a studio and you're looking for traditional coverage, and all of a sudden you see these weird dolly zooms and stuff. So they tell Sam Raimi, like, hey, Sam Raimi, step in, remove John Woo from the film. It's your film now. They had become friends is the problem. So Sam Raimi said, nope.
Yeah,
nope.
That's so stupid. Like, he's a genius.
Nope. Me and John are homies now. We're making this movie now, and they're like buddies.
I think the problem with modern John Woo is that you took away everything, every tool he had to make his art. You're taking away budget and time. You're taking away time. Like, I saw his movie, his Christmas movie, with the guy that can't talk. And it looks like, it just doesn't look like a John Woo film. Well, why? Because John Woo can evolve. No, it's just it didn't have that umph.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about your movie. Like, you can see the texture in it, right? Like, it's like, I don't know if you want to say like how much you spent on the movie, but like, well, under what?
Under $1 million, above.
Oh, for sure. And you shot in and around Albuquerque, correct?
14 days in Albuquerque, 1 day in LA.
It just looks like Albuquerque, right? Like, I love it. Love it. And it just has like an energy to it. But I think that energy comes out of exactly what you're talking about. It's like, I can't cover the seams. I don't, covering the seams takes time. Like, covering the seams and that stuff, you can make you can take the energy out of your movie. You can take the color out of your movie real easily if you smooth stuff up. And earlier when I'm talking about music videos, like, yeah, a $5 music video I have as much fun with as a $50,000, $90,000 music video. But I like the $50,000, $90,000 video because you're shooting it in a different city and you're eating a lot. It's not necessarily a better video.
Better toys.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a better video. Well, the toys are a problem too. The toys are an absolute problem. Exactly what you're talking about. I had a DP who had just shot like all this photography for like Sting and all this stuff. Like, he just finished stuff like, oh, John, and he'll hit me up when he comes to LA. Like, he'll be like, hey, any projects we can work together on? And I'm not gonna put him on blast, but I remember shooting. I remember shooting this video, and I don't know if he left a lens in the rental house. He had every effing lens.
Jesus.
Like, he had like 3 crates of lenses, and I'm only sitting on like 4 lenses. You know what I mean? Like, you have a look for your video. You planned out a look for your video, so you're going to be on this one, this one, this one, this one. Yeah. And maybe there's a specialty lens that you might use for a specialty shot. But we were not making our day. And when you don't make your day, you can feel the energy just seep out of the performances. It seeps out of the crew. It seeps out of your ideas. The energy, like you said, the energy, you got to keep clipping. And at lunch, I went over to the producer and I said, hey, man, take that lens, that lens, that lens, and that lens, and put them over there on the table.
Yeah.
Take every other lens and put them as far into the truck as you can. Like, just hide the lenses. Because after every shot, he'd be like, what's the next setup? And I'd tell him the next setup, and he'd go, and he'd walk over to the boxes of lenses and go, even if I told him, like, hey, man, we're going to do something on that lens. Like, hey, I'm looking for a 22. I'm looking for something. We're just going to do a 55. We're going to be pushing on a dolly. So, like, he'd walk over, I was like, listen, governor, stop this shit. We're not making our day, man. Like, stop it. And the energy, you watch that video, you can see the energy. It's not there.
Yeah, you got to be respectful of people's time. And
then you gotta be willing to run with it. It's got to be fun. It's got to be like, you got to clip. Mm-hmm. There was a conversation I was in. I got this fantasy comic that we're doing the second issue to, and I base it all on like the Golden Globus movies, right? Like Beastmaster and Wizard of the Lost Kingdom, Deathstalker 2, and all that stuff. My brother saw the new Deathstalker remake. He said it's amazing. I really want to see it. Nice. But I love these fantasy movies, so I wrote a comic based in that world and put my younger brother in it. He was on an El Rey show. He used to wrestle for Lucha Underground.
Oh, hell yeah.
Paul was
Who is he?
the Rabbit Tribe or something. I never watched Lucha Underground. Paul London. He's a wrestler.
Episodes, but I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, Paul just like wrestled. Yeah, Paul does Major League Wrestling now. He was a WWE guy for a while. So we're making this comic, but I don't like when people do like campy on purpose. It's insincere. It talks down to it. I think it's lame. It's a little hipstery. When people, does that make sense?
No, of course.
When people are talking shit,
when it's too
exactly.
There's a balance. Like I walked out of I was gonna get hired to direct a vampire movie, and when I read the script, it was ridiculously unoriginal. So I said, I think we need to do tweaks and make the script self-aware, including the characters, because then it embraces the cheesiness. And I think then we can play with creating cool scenes, and people will be like, oh, this is stupid.
You got to be careful.
They're in the game.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that stuff, though. Like Dust Till Dawn, yes. But doing something like super camp, wink, wink.
No.
You take the drama and you throw it out the window, right?
There's a control, but or a balance, but they were like not having it. So that was a project that I cannot finish. But
there's nothing fun about that.
No.
I think that the way to do it, and this might be shooting yourself in the foot as a filmmaker, but I think the way to do it is not have enough resources. So you have. Does that make sense? The energy of we like those cult movies because you can see the seams, you can see some of the stuff. You know what I mean? Like we like that stuff. Like the Gary Goddard like Masters of the Universe movie, he shot that final battle in like one day because the studio was going under. like they were going under. So they're like, you got 1 day to shoot this thing. So it's like Dolph Lundgren holding up a sword and like bad lightning effects. You know, people are forgetting lines, but that's the take they're going with because they probably only rolled it once. You know, that stuff is fun and it's why you love it. And it's why I like Beastmaster. It's why I like these Wizards of the Lost Kingdom and the Golden Globus films. It's the fun stuff. That's the world that I was going to make a top 5 80s fantasy movies and, you know, for myself and put it out as a video to promote the comic Kickstarter. And the first thing I was going to say was, hey, I just want to let you know I'm removing Willow, Conan the Barbarian, anything that was made well. I'm removing it right off the top because that's in its own category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, those are films. Those are awesome. I'm talking about the stuff that like you see on the VHS and you're like, holy shit, there's a griffin in this movie. There's not a griffin in the movie. And if there is, it's the effect shot that they shared with 4 other films. They just cut it back in. There's an arena fight. Yeah, it's the same arena fight from 4 other movies. And everybody's South American and dubbed into English. That stuff's great. That's the good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Don't talk down to my stuff. So you make... How did that movie do? The one you kickstarted, 55 grand, 75 grand. You end up with 75 grand. How did that movie do?
Pues, I mean, I've never made any money from it.
Well, come on. Yeah, I mean, and you know what? You set yourself up to have a chance because it was only 75 grand. But
there was no marketing. I was too young, and I didn't strategize in the marketing, and then it wasn't good enough. No one.
What was it about?
Sorry?
What was it about?
It's called Millennium Bugs, and it is about 2 friends it's 2 friends during the last week of 1999.
Okay.
And this is before the A24 Y2K movie.
Yeah, the Kyle Mooney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of people that think they're like, that's my favorite movie.
Oh,
like, oh shit.
Maybe I should watch it. Maybe that's the one I should watch.
Sorry?
Maybe that's the one I should watch. I'm going to try and watch all your movies, but that might, I don't know. Maybe that's the one I like.
It's on Tubi right now. Go check it out. The soundtrack is legit. We have a very cool 90s soundtrack with all just 90s bands, including Archers of Loaf.
Love Archers of Loaf.
Yeah, man. We have Please, who are in the Empire Records album. Like, no. We have some really cool stuff, and we shot it. Obviously, we didn't shoot it on film, but we shot it with some really nice Atlas lenses. I'm very happy with the movie.
And you were still able to move fast with those lenses. Sometimes that lighting you need to tweak like a motherfucker.
Oh, check that out. See what you think. This
Okay.
was shot in 2017, I think.
17 days.
No,
Just running.
2017 or 20.
Oh, it was shot in 2017. Okay.
2019 or 2020, and then we were gonna screen it at South by, and then the pandemic happened.
Oh, I was there in Austin when that pandemic hit. I had to jump out of Austin so I can make it back home.
Yep.
Be on a plane. Like I remember I was at a car rental place and just being like, how bad is this gonna get? And I just like cast an actor on a film. I was excited to do it. That film never happened. Just the pandemic ate it. You know, pandemic ate a lot of your projects. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Did you use the pandemic to like go back to your hard drives and like finish stuff that like you like brush stuff up?
I used the pandemic.
Or I mean, we wrote. Obviously, we wrote, but yeah.
I used the pandemic to rewrite, to do 2 short films, but like with a good budget. Like we had $40K for like like 2 short films.
That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. And it kept us like inspired and learning. And we worked with Scott Taylor Compton and Gabrielle Stone and John Kaler and Scott Wagstaff. And John Kaler, I met him because he saw Rebel Without a Crew, and now fucking almost 10 years later, now he's Metal Mike, and
That's
I saw
hilarious.
his commitment to wanting to get better and trusting and us going through all this crap, not only through Millennium Bugs, but through we did a short film called The Wrong Guy. That's that won Best Short Film with Film Threat.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really cool because
I saw Chris at your premiere.
Yeah, he was there.
I didn't talk to him.
You should have.
Okay.
Oh well, or not.
I know. I like Chris. I just haven't. I think Heidi talked to him at San Diego. I think he met my daughter, but I was on a panel or I was at the booth or something, and Heidi was like,
"You should have said
like, Chris is always sweet. I saw him. I was saving seats, man. I was saving seats with Joel. He was all the way down there. I was like, Chris.
No. Yeah, no, good guy. And then, yeah, man, because that's where we're at.
Talk to me about The Unexpected and how that came together, because I love this movie and I implore every single Geekscape to go see it right now.
You heard it here first.
It's on VOD and all that stuff, right? Like what's the gimmick? iTunes. Okay.
iTunes, you can buy the DVD if you follow us. Just go to iTunes and The Unexpected.
Okay.
Or you can go to my social media and click the link tree, and it just takes you to either the iTunes or buy it on DVD. It's basically where you buy VOD.
I love this movie, dude. And you're putting it on wait, hold up, DVD. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna put it in Vulcan Video?
Because
what about that Blu-ray?
So the way that this marketing is working is with Kevin's name attached, they want to push the physical media aspect because Kevin's fan base still like me, buy
like me, yes. Media. My daughter was messing around with the controller and she started up Deadpool Wolverine. I love it. And she started watching the fucking Bye 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 sequence where Deadpool's like shooting people in the head. It was like, Heidi's like, what is that? Who turned on the radio?
Yeah.
And then she realized Ophelia had successfully started the PS5 and started playing Deadpool Wolverine.
Physical media is the way, man. So
but I was like, holy crap, no.
We're trying to push the DVD and
but no Blu-ray.
Well, if this becomes successful, the distributor, which is MVD, would start pushing the Blu-ray.
Let's do the Blu-ray. I mean, no offense. Like, let's do that, Geekscape. Let's push the DVD. Let's buy this thing on iTunes. Let's buy this thing on wherever it is, and then let's get ourselves some Blu. I love the Blu-ray, man.
Oh, dude, we're gonna start working on a limited edition VHS tape.
Oh, I love that.
We're gonna have like the movie at the end. We're gonna have an exclusive behind the scenes where we interviewed all the actors, and we're gonna have like little tidbits and stuff, and it can only be seen on the VHS. We're not gonna upload it anywhere.
Well, talk to me about putting that movie together. Like, you shot this movie for, mid-hundreds somewhere, and And how easy? I mean, it's not gonna be easy, but like, how did this movie come together? Why'd you write it? Did you get scammed, dog?
No.
But it was happening. This whole crypto thing. You see this stuff happening, and you were like, no.
Well,
You see people losing their shirts.
I kind of wanted to do a movie where the underdog wins. I wanted the underdog to get theirs, and I saw a lot of people get scammed, and it was just like, God damn it! And they just have to accept it. They just have to take it, and that's not fair. So I kind of made the movie like that, where these guys, just because they were trying to do the right thing by their family, get scammed. And I mean, they're all klutz, but their heart is in the right place.
Dude, it's a blast. And how did you guys? You wrote that when?
I don't know.
You wrote it years ago, though, right? But the performances in this movie, Geekscape, is like, I gotta tell you, this dude's a freaking pimp daddy, Alejandro de Hoyos.
Oh, he's the bomb, dude.
This dude is a stud.
You're not the only one.
Owns every freaking frame he's on, which is perfect because he's the guy. Like they're like, we need to hire somebody who like help us infiltrate. Like they need to hire like a James Bond type dude. And he shows up and he's just cool as a cucumber. He's just like, just fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you don't fuck with this guy. He'll take you out. Like, I love it. I love it. Awesome. And I'm not going to spoil who these characters are in relation to each other, but I absolutely love this movie, dude. You got some great performances. Obviously, Matt Walsh is hilarious, and he's so friendly and supportive of independent filmmakers. He was in my friend Nick Gregorio's movie. Our friends who try and do some stand-up will take a meeting with him, and he'll take him to coffee shops. Like Matt Walsh just gets in the mix, man. Like I've never met him, but he's just so supportive, dude. And this Alejandro de Hoyos guy, I want to work with this fool. And then Francisco Ramos, Chelsea Rendon, like these are like actors who've been around, but you know, Sonia Smith, like some of these are well-known actors, but you put together like this special like formula of all these different people, and it just works, man. There's not a weak point in any of this cast. It's just so much fun, and they're running with how much of this stuff is improvised. Not to take away from your writing, but when you get a group like this that's talented, and the energy, sometimes that means improvisation. You know what I'm saying?
You have to, especially someone as talented as Matt, who specializes in that. And also, I mean, the cool thing about having the cast that I wanted is that you respect them. You know, they're actors, they're good at what they do. You're hiring them because you see those qualities. So why not support those qualities for them to create something unique or something that they like? Like I love that my cast, bro, okay, here's something exclusive for you. My cast has been nothing but supportive and sharing and sending me videos and promoting. Like, dude, it's the worst when you get cast members from other projects that you just don't support, or, well, I don't like sharing because it's part of my image. I don't want to seem too needy. And you're like, that's a fucking year of my work.
I remember early in LA, I'm just doing the deliveries, and I'm working for a TV film company. And one of the actors said, if you make me VO that line, I'm not doing any promotion. But like the director was like, but it makes the movie better. Yeah, but I don't want to drive over there and record it.
Yeah.
What? So it didn't get recorded. The movie didn't get better.
I never had a problem with anyone in my cast. Everyone was really cool.
I think you have to have like an anti-dickhead rule.
Well, I would fires them if it's, you know what, I could gauge conversation, right. And if not, it's like, you know what, don't be part of it. I don't.
Who would you? Gonna beg. Okay, let's say who's like. Yeah, but at the same time, like, what if it's like?
I do have to leave it in like 6 minutes.
We'll get you out of here in. I'll get you out of here in 4, dog.
In 5.
If you have, let's say, like, I mean, we didn't talk about Drew Struzan dying, which is sad, but he painted every poster we loved as kids for every movie we love as kids. And
for real. I am too.
Dude, I met him at Comic-Con, and I was like, this kid was perfect. His artwork it sometimes was better than the movie for sure. But Forgot what I was gonna say, but if you get not to like harp on like Tron Ares, but if somebody comes up to you and is like they're the ones who are gonna get your movie made, but it's Jared Leto, not that he's a jerk or I don't know anything about Jared Leto, but like that's a no for you, dog.
That's a no for me.
You're gonna buy a house on this money.
Okay.
You're gonna buy 2 houses with this money.
I don't give a shit. No, dude.
You're doing Tron beta.
No, I don't want to do that.
You're doing Tron beta tomorrow.
I'm not that smart. I don't need to. I don't want it. Like I don't want to do anything above.
Let me text Jared. Jared, he says he's out. I'm sorry, dude.
I want to do some. I don't want to do anything above like 5 million. Fuck it. Like right now,
that market barely exists, dog.
Sorry.
That market is really hard to nail.
Pues.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Pues. You only live once.
I'll figure it out. Like no, yeah. I know what I'm. I know who I know what I am, and I think I.
Is that Jared? I gave him your number.
No, it's Matt Walsh. What is he?
Tell him hi. Tell him hi. I didn't give Jared Leto your number.
Don't.
Okay. Maybe his band will perform for your premiere or something.
Yeah. No.
You like music. I heard you like music. Okay, listen. I like that attitude. You know who you are. You know your niche.
Yeah, no way.
Niches are riches. Niches are riches, right? All right, Alejandro. Go to your meeting with Tom Cruise.
I wish.
And go to your meeting with Tom.
Come on
Geekscape anytime.
I gotta go secure. We're going to Austin. So hey, here's an exclusive. If you're in Austin, we're going October. We have a screening October 23rd at the Austin Film Society. Come on by.
Say hi to Richard.
Yeah, say hi to Richard Linklater. We're gonna have some DVDs, and we're gonna have some of the cast there. And yeah, no, we're figuring out some. Then we're gonna go to Laredo, and we're figuring. Yeah, we got a couple of things happening. It's really cool that people are digging the movie, and thank you for everything you said about it. Like that's so.
I love your movie. I love your movie, and I wasn't being insincere, and I wasn't saying that.
No, I believe you. It's you know it doesn't happen. I mean, that's cool. That's
I love
really
your movie.
Cool. Thank you.
It was good to see Kevin again, and it was cool to see, the movie's good.
He's such a great guy.
Great guy.
Like a true supporter. Like there are so many people that are just talkers.
He's a fan, dude. He's just such a fan. And we had that beautiful movie last year on Geekscape, the Chasing Amy. Oh, it's just
a great identity.
Oh my god, that movie, the filmmaker was awesome. I loved it. He's picking some great projects. I'm gonna let you go so you can go meet with Jared.
Jared is waiting for me.
Jared's waiting for you. Let's meet up when you get back from Austin. All right.
Yeah, that would be great, dude. Thank you so much please go check out The Unexpected. It's available now.
It's perfect. Love you, man. Geekscapists, share this with your friends. That's what I ask you to do. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.